Decided that I was going to tell him that I wanted a divorce. I texted my therapist, our marriage counselor, and I was like, I need to tell him that I want a divorce, but I want to do it in a session so that there's like a mediator present.
Translation: she won in a 2-on-1 ambush.
Got us in like ASAP, like 2 days later. And I walked in knowing that I was going to ask for a divorce. And so we sit down in our session. It's like really tense, really awkward. My ex was sitting there like, so why do we have an emergency session? The therapist was like, Jamie, do you want to start? And I just started crying and I was like, I want a divorce. You know, it's hard for me to like say the words. And I was like, I'm done. I want a divorce. He sat there quiet. I'm sitting next to him crying. He didn't move. He didn't look at me. He didn't react at all. He just was stone cold.
What?
And eventually our therapist was like, would you like to respond? So he responded right away and he's like, fine, let's just go ahead and finalize the details. And that was that. And I just was like, I looked at my therapist and I was just like kind of stunned.
Oh, what's wrong, Pookie? Did your plan to get him to lose his cool in front of a witness so you can use it against him in court fail miserably?
It's sad, isn't it?
Like I knew that I was ready to leave that day, but I couldn't believe that that was his reaction. There was no empathy, there was no compassion, there was no like wanting to fight for us, which...
Fight for what? To give you validation after you tried to rip his guts out in front of a stranger? Or to give you ammo to use against him in court?
I don't think.
Women like this are so reckless. This, man. And she's over here, while she's telling the story, she's over here shoving food down her face, thinking that, you know, I honestly don't even believe that she was crying like she said she was in the meeting. You know, for her to be shoving her food down her mouth right now, she's probably depressed now because her plan didn't go the way she wanted. Women, stop having this kind of way of thinking you can trap men.
Think so.
I didn't think that there would be, but you know, you just always hope that like one last try, you know? We went home that night. We didn't speak. He slept on the couch. I woke up and went to work the next day, came home. He was playing PlayStation that night. I sat next to him. We hadn't talked in 24 hours. And I said, can we talk about what happened yesterday?
His reaction.
No.
And he was just playing, just looking straight ahead. And he's like, what's to talk about? In my mind, I'm thinking, this is our last ditch effort to like steer this ship around, you know?
No. It's your last effort. He got sick of your he got sick of you. Getting tired of these games. Women play these games. And I'm sick of it.
And I was like,
sick of it.
So what are we gonna do?
Sweetie, if you actually wanted a last-ditch effort, you effed it up by telling him you want a divorce, because now the only options he has are either to divorce you and keep his dignity, or beg you to stay, in which case he becomes a spineless Yes, his dignity was more important to him than your box.
And he just kept playing, and he was like, I already got an apartment. I already took my name off of the lease. He had done things. Within that 24 hours, he had opened up the filing folder of his single man life and went ahead and got all this shit done.
Yeah, because men generally don't cry about their fifis like you do. They solve problems. You came to him with a problem. The problem was you didn't want him as a husband anymore, so he solved your problem. Now deal with it.
And that's the bottom line, 'cause Stone Cold said so.
That's why oh my gosh, how many are there? Woman divorces her husband, then whines on TikTok. Woman divorces her husband, then immediately regrets it. The reason why men are walking away from dating. Wow. Okay, see, this is why I moved to another state, so I can find my partner for life, my future wife that's gonna her intentions are marriage and having a big family. It's hard to find that nowadays in the year 2025 when it comes to dating. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even want to speak too much about where I'm at right now, but if I don't find what I'm looking for within the next few years, I'm probably gonna start taking trips to other countries around the world that may have some women that have their head on a little bit more straighter than they do here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Till next time, peace out, guys.